Good morning all, and in today's lecture we will cover the point number 1.7 from unit 1 and 2.2 and 2.3 from unit number 2. So first of all we will go for the fundamentals of virtual reality and its application. So we will see what is meant by the virtual reality and its application. Okay, so in this is the website for the AR VR from the Google. Okay, everybody can see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. We will first of
Yes,
all
sir.
we will see the definition for the virtual reality, and then we will go for the what it looks like and how it is going to be work, and which kind of a application we can do by using the virtual reality. So in this PDF you will get the definition for the virtual reality and what it actually means. So we'll go for the definition. The virtual reality is a way to create a computer generated environment. Okay, so where we are living in the real environment, and by using the virtual reality we are going to create a computer generated environment, and that immerse the user in virtual world. Means we are going to present into the virtual world. So it is some kind of a interesting topic. As a virtual reality, many of the games can be done into the virtual reality. Many of the application we are going to see how it is going to be implemented into the virtual reality. So the virtual reality is nothing but it is not a real world, it is a virtual world, and in that virtual world that we are going to present with the help of the computer generated environment. Means there is some kind of a program or software is going to help us to move from the real world to go into the virtual world. So how we are going to move it there, so which kind of a different devices we are going, which is required to go into virtual reality or the virtual world. So first of all, the virtual headset is going to be required, and virtual headset it takes us to stimulated setup, making the us completely aloof from the actual surroundings. Means in the real world maybe there are the different surroundings are there, and from the real world we are going to go into the virtual world. So the VR headset is going to be required to present into the virtual world. Then if you ever have put one on one, you would know exactly what I am talking about. So this is in this first para they have given the virtual reality definition, and it requires the virtual headset to go there. So how the virtual reality is going to be work? Okay, so every headset aims to perfect their approach for creating the immersive 3D environment. Means which kind of an environment is going to be created into the virtual reality? It is nothing but the 3D environment is going to be created in the virtual reality. Then VR headset puts up a screen or two, one for each eye. Means there is a some kind of a goggle is there that we need to put it on our front of eyes, and it helps to eliminate any interaction with the real world. Okay, means by using that goggles we are going to move from the real world to the virtual world. We can see the virtual
So,
world. Yes.
so what actually computer generated environment means? Means how that environment creates.
Okay, I will tell you. First of all, listen all the lecture and then you can ask your doubt. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Okay, first of all, I need to complete all the things. I have just now what I have discussed. I have discussed only the definition of the virtual reality and how it is going to be created, what actually it means, how it is going to be look like. I'm all the things I am going to tell you. If you have any kind of a doubt, you can ask at the end of the lecture, because all the lectures are in the recording mode. Okay, so it will
O-
take us to do the more recording time. So to avoid that, we will first of all discuss all the things. If you have any kind of a doubt, then you can ask later. That is always welcome. Then we need to put the 3D environment there. in front of our eyes with the help of headset. So how the headset is going to be look like. So in this image you can see the how the headset is going to be look like. Okay, so this is the this is not only thing this is the not only one company is going to provide this headset, but there are the different kind of companies are available to provide the this kind of a headset. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so in this image you can see the many of the people are using the that headset and go into the virtual world. Okay, so this is the what is meant by the headset. The headset is nothing but this white goggles that we need to put it on our eyes, and with the help of that goggle or the that headset we are going to move it from the one real world to the virtual world. Then we are discussing about this one. In the front of eyes we are going to put the virtual that headset, and that headset is going to be help us to move from the real world to the virtual world. Then the headset is going to eliminate the interaction between the real world. The two autophasis lenses are generally placed in between the screen and the eyes. Okay, that captures the eye movement and the positioning. The visuals on the screen are rendered either by using a mobile phone or HDMI connected to a PC. Okay, if there is any connection between your mobile phone or HDMI cable, means if you want to go into that environment, then this kind of a mobile phone or HDMI cable is going to be used. Then to create a truly immersive virtual reality, there are certain prerequisites. Means which kind of a prerequisite we need to require. The frame rate is nothing but the minimum of a 60 frame per second. Means we are going to create the virtual environment by using the help of programming languages. So there are the different kind of a programming languages is going to be used to create the virtual languages. How it is actually is going to be created with the help of the virtual programming languages that is specifically for the creating the virtual environments. Means the 3D blender tool is there. By using the blender tool we can create the this kind of a virtual environment. There are the not only one tool is there, more and more there are the different tools are there. By using with the help of that tools we are going to create the virtual environment. And equally computant computant refresh rate and the minimum 100-degree field of this 180-degree minimum 180-degree we have to move the objects. Okay, then the frame rate is the rate at which the GPU can process the image per second. So I don't think so you heard about the graphical processing unit. In today's laptop the GPU is also there. The different companies like Nvidia, AMD is going to provide you the GPU for the faster execution. Just like your CPU, the GPU can also attach to your laptop to process faster. So this is the some basics about the virtual reality. Okay, in this slide we have just seen the definition and you have the some idea about how virtual reality what it means. Virtual reality means from the real world we are going to move to the virtual world with the help of the headset. And what is the headset? The headset is nothing but this one. In that headset the different virtual environment is going to be created. For example, we can take that suppose I want to give the interview. Okay, listen carefully. I want to give the interview tomorrow, but today I want to practice how I want to give the interview. Okay, in the virtual reality I can create the environment just like an interview. Means there are the 6 or 7 people sitting in front of me and they are asking the questions and I supposed to give the answer. So with the help of this application, what I can achieve? I can achieve the tomorrow's interview today for the practice session. Suppose the many people are don't have the stage daring or they hesitate to go in the front of crowd, and if some want to deliver the good speech for the 1.5 hour and he wants to practice it alone in the home, I can deliver the good speech. but in front of the crowd, it is a quite difficult to give the good speech. So with the help of this kind of a headset and this kind of a virtual environment, when I put this goggle on my eyes, then I can see there are the 1000 people are sitting in front of me, and the different environment condition, like there must be a very much noisy environment. If you can imagine that 1000 2000 people are sitting in front of you, they can make the noise, they can do the anything. So such kind of environment is going to be created in the virtual reality, and that we can see by with the help of this technology. This is called as a virtual reality, and by using that we can practice such kind of things. So the another application we can do that one, just like a uh, okay. So these examples are, I think, enough to understand about the virtual reality, but how it is actually going to be look. So in now I will show you with the help of Google AR VR website. Okay, this is the website for the augmented reality and virtual reality. So augmented reality is not in your syllabus, but nowadays we must know about the that one also. So we will see first of all the virtual reality. So what actually means the virtual reality? I hope this screen is visible to all. Okay, and I will play now one movie like thing, and in this you can see the how the virtual reality is going to be happen. So you in the left hand side you can see the one girl having the headset. This headset is different from the that image that we have seen in the PDF file. Okay, so this headset is carrying out by this girl, and now she wants to walk around and the fly over the earth. Okay, how it is going to be happen? So I am going to play it. Okay, here you can see she is moving up and down, just like the all the things are happening here also. Okay, she is moving down, so she can see the down images of that one, and this word is nothing but the virtual word. Okay, now she wants to fly over the earth. So you can see the movement of her hands. In hands she has taken the some kind of a thing like a gloves, and by using that she is only moving her hand, and with the help of this one she can fly over the earth. Okay, this is not the real world, this is the virtual world. Just you have to remember that also. Okay, and uh, okay, at the end she is browsing the word now. Okay, here she is browsing the word, which kind of a which at which kind of a location she want to go, that is decided by the browsing. Okay, I want to go to the India or US or in UK, any kind of a thing she can select, and she can move to the that word. So such kind of a application we can build into the virtual reality. So how it is going to be built? It is a by with the help of programming languages or the programming tools we can build such kind of a languages, such kind of a thing, such kind of a software or the virtual reality lenses. Okay, so I think you have understood about how the virtual reality is going to be look like and how we are going to create it. So now we will go for the augmented reality. So there is a difference between the augmented reality and the virtual reality. Okay, so what is the definition for the augmented reality? Is nothing but the overlays the digital content and the information into the physical world. Okay, overlays the digital content and information into the physical world. Okay, means the one of the thing that is not present into your physical world or the real world, but it is a some kind of a digital content that we want to move it into your real world. So how it is going to be done? How it is going to be done? Okay, we will see it here. Okay, in this image in the mobile you can see one of the animal called as a hedgehogs. Okay, it is going to be selected and placed into the again you can see, okay, on the Google search, okay, they have selected that animal, okay, and simply they are going to put into your table. So this is nothing but the augmented reality. Okay, we are going to understood this virtual reality and augmented reality with the help of the Google website. They have shown the very good example for the understanding of the augmented reality and the virtual reality. In augmented reality, these are the objects, okay, and these are the objects. We can simply see it from the Google search. They have selected that animal, they have taken it and put it into your real world, means that is nothing but the augmented reality. In picture you can click it, but actually it is not going to present into your real world. So this is about the augmented reality. In second example also you can see this kind of a digital content, means this is the location, this is the digital content, but now it is put into the your real world for the showing the location that where you want to go. So this is the another example. Okay, now this is the another thing. Okay, the that girl is playing here with but we can put some kind of images, these images into the camera, and it looks like actually it is also playing with that girl. So this is nothing but the another example created by the Google. So I think you have understood about the all the things, okay, and these all the examples in today's world, these are required to get the information more and more, and it simplifies the life also. Okay, so this is about the virtual reality and augmented reality that we have discussed. We have seen the different examples also for your virtual reality and the augmented reality. Okay, this is the headset done by the HTC, and this is for the Oculus. So there are the different companies are there, they can provide you such kind of a facility. Okay, and only with the help of software it is not possible, we require hardware also. So this is nothing but the virtual reality and augmented reality. So there are the many more examples are present on the Google website. Okay, here you can see it. So you can again visit these all the websites, and you can see this all the effects. Okay, now we will move to the next point. If you have any kind of a doubt, you can note it down, and later you can ask me. Then we will go for the these 2.1 we have already completed. We will go for the basic operation on the images. Okay, how we can do the basic operation on the images. Okay, I will show you which kind of application we can which kind of a thing we can do on your images. Okay, I will select one image. Okay, this is the image. Okay, this is the image, and which kind of a application which kind of a operation I want to do. This is the first one, as a crop the image. Crop the image is nothing but the, suppose I want to crop only this part of the image. Okay, just a minute. Suppose I want to crop only this part of the image. I want to remove such kind of these all the things present on the left. Okay, so I simply click on the crop. This is nothing but the cropping of the image. Okay, so this is the first operation on the basics of the operation. The first one as a cropping. Then next one as a resize. Okay, I want to move it more, we can say more than the present image. So I can put it by using the percentage also and pixel also. So I will simply make the ratio as a 200 into 200. Okay, so now you can see the image is going to be resized more and more. We can make it little also, we can make it big also. So suppose I want to make it 400 by 400. Okay, I can do it. So this is nothing but the resizing of the image. Two operation we have seen. Two operation we have seen that the cropping of the image. Cropping, I will show it to you again. Just click on the crop. The image is going to be cropped, and suppose I want to resize it again to the 100. So I can select it and you can resize again. So this is nothing but the resizing and the cropping of the image. We can do it in any kind of a picture editing software, just like a simple one. Go for the search Paint and you can use the Paint in your Windows system. So this is about the operation on the image. The third operation is a complement. Okay, complement I will show you. For the image complement, we will take the example of this one. Okay, in the image you can see the person is present here. Okay, the coat of this one is a black and the background is some kind of a white color. But when we do the complement of the image, then black becomes a white and white becomes a black. So this is nothing but the complement of the binary image. Okay, so by using the, after the seeing the example, we will go for the definition for the image complement is nothing but the, in the complement of the binary image, the 0 becomes 1 and 1 becomes a 0. We know that black and whites are reversed. So this is nothing but the binary image complement. Okay, and here when there is a colorful image is there, then the result image in the complement corresponding color channel in the original image, the regions where dark become a light in the original image, leaves are appear green. You can see this is the leaves appear green and the petals, means this is the petals are the red. In the complement image, the leaves appear magenta and the flower petals appear cyan. Means some kind of a complement thing is done in the colored image also. So this is the output for the complement one. So you can see these two examples, and how we can do it by using the image processing tool. We can do it. This is the MATLAB is the one of the image processing tool is there, and this is the code. Okay, we don't want to go through the code, but if you uh, someone having the curiosity how we can do it, so this is nothing but the first of all reading the images, then show the image, then I is equal to I am complement, this is the function, just we want to provide the image, then again we want to show it. So this is the very simple code to do it into the MATLAB. In any kind of a programming languages also we can do it, no problem of this one how we are doing it. Simple functions are provided, libraries, there are the different libraries are there to do such kind of a things. They have provided the function, just use the function, provide the image, you will get the output. So simple one how we can do it. This is nothing but the complement of the image. Okay, so that point number 2.2, basic operation on the image. We have seen the crop, we have seen the resize, we have seen the complement also. So we will go for the last point, the 2.3, image compression technique. That is nothing but the lossy and lossless. Okay, what is meant by the lossy technique and what is meant by the lossless technique? We will see it. Just a minute. Okay, in this PDF you can see the difference between the lossy compression and lossless compression. So we know that any kind of a document is there, so we need to compress it. Okay, when the original size of a data may be very big, when we are going to store such kind of a data, it takes the more space. So it is always better to compress it and again store it in your disk. So there are the two techniques for the compressing data compression, that is nothing but the lossy compression and the lossless compression. Okay, in the lossy compression, the lossy compression is the method which eliminates data which is not noticeable. Means there is some noisy data is present, unavoidable data is present. So we can simply remove it and we can represent the image in a smaller size. So that is nothing but the lossy compression. And in lossless compression, while compression is done, we are not going to eliminate any kind of a data. Okay, then in lossy compression, a file does not restore or rebuild it into its original form. Means when we are going to compress the thing, then again, suppose I want to restore it, then I'm not able to do it. But here we can restore it in lossless compression. This is the another difference. Then next difference, data quality is compromised. When we are simply removing the some kind of a data, then quality also is going to be compromised. But in the lossless compression, we are not compromised with the quality. Then next difference, lossy compression reduces the size of a data. Here reduces the size of a data, but here also reduces the size of data, but not much. You will not get, if your file is of a 5 MB, then you will get up to the 4 MB in lossless compression. But in the lossy compression, you will get it up to the 2 MB, 1 MB that you want to get it. But some kind of a data should be lost in the lossy compression. Then algorithms used, then how we are going to, we are always curious about the how we are going to do the thing that. But in the lossy compression, there are the different algorithms are used, just like a transform coding, discrete cosine transform, discrete wavelet transform, fractal compression is there. So these kind of algorithms are used for the lossy compression, whereas lossless compression use the run length encoding, Lempel, Welch, Huffman coding, arithmetic encoding. So these are the different algorithms used for the lossy compression and the lossless compression. Then lossy compression is used for the images, audio, video. Lossless is also used for the text, images, sound. Then lossy compression has more data holding capacity, whereas compression has less data holding capacity. And then lossy compression technique. Okay, then lossy compression is also termed as a irreversible compression, because we are not going to reverse it again, but this is the reversible compression. We are going to take it into the original form again. So this is about the compression techniques that you are having, the lossy and lossless compression technique. So this is about the today's lecture. We are going to cover the point 1.7, 2.2, 2.3. Okay. So if you have any kind of a doubt now,